Before we start off this episode of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, I have something pretty cool to show off. As you can see, I have the hidden treasure chest item on the portal. But I have already used it since I've already found it. But if you talk to an NPC like Cali right here, you will be able to refresh the item. And on top of that, this thing spawn, you can mess around with it. Because this thing spawns in randomly in every level. But if you constantly remove the item and put it back on, its spawn will shift. So in this case, if you do that enough to the point where you get it towards a NPC you can talk to, you can just constantly refresh the item over and over again and get infinite cash. This is insanely helpful, especially when you have 32 Skylanders you have to grind up for this heroic challenge extravaganza. Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. Today, we have a very special episode for you all because we're going to be doing attempting to do all the heroic challenges. I might have to break this up into multiple parts, given that some of them can take a little while, but, yeah, let's dive in and talk to Cali.
Back for more training, eh? Well, step right up, then.
Alright, let's try the heroic challenge. Well, everyone, so every Skylander has their own unique challenge, unique heroic challenge. And these are obtained whenever you register your Skylanders. As you can see, over here, all my Skylanders I have claimed ownership for. How you claim ownership for each Skylander is you press the minus button, go over to manage, click ownership, and then you'll be able to register that Skylander in your game. And since I have all 32, I can take on all 32 heroic challenges. So yeah, let's do this.
Back for more.
So, let's go. The first things first, we got Warnado with Chompy Chomp Down. Head for the mines and take out 100 enemies.
This one will be easy for a great Skylander like yourself. You've just got to take out 100 enemies. Maybe that's too easy. Let's make it interesting, shall we? 100 enemies, and you'll need to do it in just a few minutes.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so let's do this thing. First things first, though, Warnado is pretty interesting for this challenge. Since you're just fighting I think you're just fighting Chompies throughout this entire one. Warnado's shell spin is actually pretty good for this one. Though he can be a little unpredictable to use, given that Warnado, that's one thing Warnado is infamous for. Also, why isn't that attack working? Like, that attack is meant to be doing damage, so I don't know why it's not really... Oh, right, I gotta press A whenever I'm using it. Oops. But yeah, Warnado is a pretty interesting Skylander. He's nothing, like, insane. Then again, like, this move is actually pretty fun. But he's nothing, like... I don't know how to put it. He's debatably the weakest of the air Skylanders in this game, but he's still pretty solid. I mean, I like using him, especially whenever I get his upgrades going. Like, he's able to do a lot to these guys. Then again, the heroic challenge enemies are meant to be easy to fight. That's something that has always been the case because, you know, they don't want to make these challenges drag on for far too long. Though, then again, we are going to get to a couple ones that can be a little annoying for different reasons. But trust me, not all heroic challenges are made equally. Some of them are pretty bad. Oh boy, I can't wait till we get to Drobots. Drobots is gonna drive me insane because it's so stupid. They do warn you that, hey, some of these are gonna be difficult, but man, that one is just borderline unfair at times. But anyway, almost there, so we just got 9 more to take out. Should be simple enough. So let's go over here. Okay, yep, there's some enemies we haven't fought yet. So let's just spam these attacks. And it's kind of... I don't know how to put it, but it's kind of nice being able to take down, like, heavy enemies pretty easily. But, hey, we're done. Play the heroic challenge. And we got 9 elemental power. Nice.
Way to go! You just aced one tough heroic challenge. Now, not only will you get some extra power, but also my own personal thumbs up.
Thanks, Cali. Let's go on to the next heroic challenge. And this time we're going to be swapping to... Just checking my notes really quick. Okay, Ghost Roaster. Good, we're getting this one out of the way fast. Where are you? There you are. I have all of the Skylanders on my desk right now for this video. This is going to be pretty interesting. Alright, so now we're going over to This bomb's for you! Fight trolls to find the 5 singing gems.
Those ugly trolls have stolen the 5 singing gems. To find them all, you're going to really need to know your way around this creepy place. Oh, and use a lot of bombs.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's do this thing. So first things first, we're gonna just use a bomb, and okay, I think... Do we get access to more? Okay, thankfully we do. That's nice. Throw that over there so we can get one of the gems. And also destroy that. Yeah, that's one of the gems, but we also have to deal with one of their mechs. Easy enough. Thankfully we didn't get squished like that one time in the speedrunning episode with Spyro. That was bizarre. Sorry, that's still one of the weirdest interactions I think I've had in this game. Anyway, let's get rid of that guy. Hopefully there's another bomb nearby so I don't have to worry too much. Alright, anyway, that's those guys taken care of. I had to sneeze for a second, so that's why there was like a weird little pause there. Or weird little cut. Yes, there is a bomb nearby, so we can just use this to destroy that. And then head back over here, destroy this wall. Thank you. That's a second gem. So that's a second gem, so now... Okay, there's a troll stomper right there, but there's also another bomb, so hey, that works. Destroy that, grab this bomb really quick, because I'm going to use it to destroy this wall. And then let's see, so there's this area down here, but I do want to take the teleporter from earlier. Yeah, let's do that and see where that takes us. If it just takes us back to start, that's going to be very annoying. Yeah, because I've never done Ghost Roaster's Heroic Challenge, because again, he's one of my least used Skylanders. I've never really registered him. Oh, okay. So, where do we find the bomb? Okay, there's the bomb. Thank goodness. And another gem. That's good. Yeah, this is my first time going through Ghost Roaster's Heroic Challenge. I gotta say, it's pretty interesting. Alright, let's destroy that. Go through this teleporter. That's the 4th gem, so now we just need one more. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this teleporter down here. Some things never change, do they? Some things never change. Oh well. Let's just get rid of these trolls really quick. I hate it that even then when I'm attacking them from behind, I still can't hurt them. Or the ones with the shields. That's just a little annoying. Got him. Alright, we just need to go around here real quick. Grab this last bomb. And come on. Almost there. Okay, please let the final gem be here somewhere. Okay, teleporter. Got it. Easy.
Excellent job.
And Ghost Roaster's challenge has been completed. They're gonna get some extra armor for him. 3 armor, okay.
Wow! Didn't think you had it in ya. But you took this challenge on and really tore it up. Enjoy the extra power.
Thank you, Cali. On to the next one, where we're gonna be using... Wrecking Ball. Oh boy, Wrecking Ball does not have the best reputation. Even though he is adorable. Alright, so now we're going to jump for it. Jump around and collect 90 charms. This one is, thankfully, pretty easy.
Hope you like bounce pads, because this place is jam-packed with them. More importantly, it's also filled with lots of magic charms. You'll need to collect them very quickly to beat this challenge. Oh, and yeah, if you need help, there's a key out there too.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so Wrecking Ball is a Skylander whose gameplay confuses me. So his tongue attack is like hands down his best attack. Like it's very fast, does good damage. So that's not the issue with him. No, the issue with Wrecking Ball is the fact that his actual, you know, the thing he's named after and everything kinda isn't good. That attack is actually very, very unwieldy to control. I will say though, I think that this area is actually brighter than it was in Giants, which is weird because Giants normally has like better lighting than this game. Given that Giants was just a much brighter game, but hey, it's kind of interesting to think about that. Anyway, yeah, this one is just very simple. There's not really any enemies. You just gotta bounce around a lot, and thankfully the bounce pad physics in this game actually work. Unlike the physics in the stinking 360 and PS3 version. Another reason for me Yeah, I'm taking any excuse to bring up that version and just how rough that was, because it was a rough version. Okay, that's where we need to get the key. Or not, that's the door that we need a key for, so we need to find that. I just wanted to try and collect a lot of this stuff, but yeah, his actual Wrecking Ball ability is very hard to control. Again, not every Skylander is made equally in this game. Okay, so we got over here, so let's destroy some of this stuff. So I think we've already been down here. Yeah, we've already been down here. Okay, so we still need a good amount of charms. That's the rough part with this level, is that you will eventually reach a point where you need a lot of charms. Or where you'll start running out of charms and everything, and you'll have to really start looking for them. And hopefully you find the key. Okay, we're almost there, though. We only need a few more charms. Maybe we can actually pull this off without getting the key. I kind of hope so, because... no, that'd be cool. Okay, got 80. Where will that take me? Back there! Are you serious? I didn't want to go there. We're now wasting plenty of time. Because again, we're at that point. Oh my lord. Wrecking Ball, please, calm down. I mentioned the Wrecking Ball is very unwieldy to use sometimes. Oh yeah, he also has a burp attack. It's surprisingly solid as well. It's just kind of disappointing that his main, like, move is kind of bad. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to have to hurry back and grab the key. I think we do have a minute left, so we do have time, but... I need to stop using his attack, huh? And just bounce all the way back here. Okay, this might actually help, because it does negate the bounce pads for a little bit, so so if I angle it properly, I can get some extra speed. But okay, gonna bounce all the way up here. And then we're gonna use the key in a moment. There we go. Open up this gate, and we're done.
Complete. Excellent job.
Whew, that wasn't too bad. 8 speed. Nice.
Wow! Didn't think you had it in ya. But you took this challenge on and really tore it up. Enjoy the extra power.
Alright, moving on to the next heroic challenge with... okay, Spyro. Well, that's pretty fast. So let's go put him on the portal.
Adventure calls.
Also, yeah, I am trying to, like, move my Skylanders to a different position and everything to make it so my desk isn't as cluttered. Now we gotta do Where Art Thou paintings. Destroy the 6 ghostly paintings, and we get critical hit bonus.
6 innocent souls are trapped inside paintings in this evil place. Destroy the paintings to set them free, but watch out. The undead won't like this one bit. And remember, the zombies can only be defeated by fire champions.
3,
Or Spyro.
2, 1.
Alright, so this one is going to be pretty simple, especially since we have a fully upgraded Spyro. So we can just go over here, grab a key, and there's going to be this Goliath Dro here, so we can just get rid of him.
Painting destroyed.
This level always creeped me out as a kid because it was always that the sound effect whenever the paintings get destroyed, just like the oh,
Painting destroyed.
like that always creeped me out as a kid. Nowadays, I'm just like, yeah, that's just kind of like a stock sound effect there, stock like scream sound effect, so it's not nearly as bad. But it's still a little odd. Anyway, let's go destroy this. Alright, that's another one down. It's also very cathartic being able to just, like, one-shot those gargantulas. Okay, 2 more to go. So this is the part where things can get a little... not really tricky, actually. We should be fine, because we just need to go all the way up here. And now we just need to use the key to open this gate. I believe there's a teleporter right there, along with the zombies. Alright, we can destroy that.
You've almost made it.
Alright, and now we can take the teleporter back over here. Very nice. And now we're done. That was very easy.
Complete. Excellent job.
And that's it for Spyro's Heroic Challenge. 5 critical hit.
You did it! I've seen plenty of heroes go down in this challenge, but you really hung in there and nailed it. I'm impressed. And I don't say that often.
Alright, on to the next challenge with... Prism Break. Alright. I'm looking forward to talking about good old Prism Break. He's a lot of fun. Let's go. So now we have to do Lair of the Giant Spider. Clear this mine of 6 giant spiders.
This place is crawling with creepy creatures, but the only ones you need to worry about are those giant spiders. Ugh, I hate spiders. Get rid of them all before time runs out.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's do this. So, first things first, this one is completely designed with Prism Break in mind. Why? He can destroy these giant prisms. Like so. It does take a little bit of effort. There we go. Yeah, I like using Prism Break quite a bit. He's actually a lot of fun. Though we do need to find these spiders. Okay, there's one, so we can just take that thing down immediately. Very nice. So Prism Break is actually really cool because the more crystals that are lying around, the more his beam can reflect and hit more enemies. It is a really fun gimmick, and he can really, really pop off. In Spyro's, I do think, he is really good in Spyro's. It's just that in later games, he would become even more insane given some of the stuff that he got access to. Especially in Giants. Good lord, his ability in that game is kind of ridiculous. Good lord. Anyway, let's get rid of this, and there's another Gargantula right there.
Eliminate.
So now we can just get rid of these guys. Go down here. Okay, there's some Dro and another Gargantula. Very nice. Sweet. Yeah, and his Prism Break's Soul Gem is really nice because whenever he defeats an enemy, they will automatically turn into a prism that he can hit, and then his beams will split again. Again, when he pops off, he just pops off hard. Like there is barely any stopping him, and that's why I like Prism Break. He's really cool. Okay, so now, okay, that was just the area we went to before, so we're definitely missing something. Yeah, as you can tell, I don't really do Prism Break's mission that often, mostly because my brother owns him, and he's lending me him for this episode. Thanks, Jay! Anyway,
Spider eliminated.
let's go ahead and destroy these guys. We just have 2 more spiders to go, so hopefully there will be one back here somewhere. And we can also use our beams to do this. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Aha! Extra Gargantula, nice.
Spider eliminated.
And now we can go around here and see where this teleporter takes us. We are running a little bit low on time. Okay, we did go back here, so let's go through this teleporter. That just warped me back here. Okay. So, crud? Where will this take me? Last one. Sweet, we're done.
Excellent job.
Awesome. That went really well.
Wow! Didn't think you had it in ya. But you took this challenge on and really tore it up. Enjoy the extra power.
Alright, on to the next challenge, which will be with Lightning Rod. Alright, Lightning Rod's a pretty interesting Skylander. Far from my favorite, though.
One strike and you're out!
Hey, he said his actual catchphrase.
Spider eliminated.
Alright, so now we can go to Fight, Teleport, Fight. Ooh, I like this. I really like this one. Find teleport your way to the Tribal Mask.
So here's the sitch. Each time you defeat all the enemies in a room, a teleporter will appear. Take the teleporter to the next spot, but do it quickly. There isn't a lot of time to dilly-dally.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'll do just that, Cali. So Lightning Rod's an interesting Skylander. So in this case, he has his basic lightning bolts that he can throw out, though thankfully, though he is a little slow with them, especially in this game. He gets better with, I think they are a little bit faster in other games, but in this game in particular, he's a little slow. But one of his main draws is his little zappy, or his little like electricity attack for whenever enemies are close by, which can be really helpful. And in this one in particular, the giant lightning avatar. This ability is really fun to utilize because the damage is, even though it's only 26 damage and it still does, like, the damage piles on very fast. And the hitbox is pretty large, so you don't really have to worry about too many enemies. Or not enemies, but, you know, like, it'll shred through enemies. Anyway, now we have a choice between teleporters, so hopefully I picked the right one. It's been a second since I've done this challenge, so gotta hope. Okay, so let's get rid of this skeleton.
A teleporter has has appeared.
Alright, sweet. So now we can take this teleporter. That means I picked right. Okay, now we gotta deal with some more of the skeletons.
A teleporter has appeared.
Alright, now we can go through this teleporter and zap a few of these other guys, which, again, these guys aren't really too much of a problem. It's just the small guys that lightning rod has a bit of a weird problem hitting. Alright, so now, even more of these guys. Let's just use a zap, like the massive zap attack. Or is it like the cloud zap? I don't know what it's called, honestly, but it's effective. At least in this rogue challenge.
Have appeared.
Okay, I think it will be this one. Nope, I'm trapped. Okay, that shouldn't matter too much, though, because, yeah.
A teleporter has appeared.
That was pretty simple. Let's try this again. I forgot I have to walk all the way back there. So in reality, it was this one. Yep, okay, so we're just gonna use this and just annihilate everything. Oh, okay, be that way.
Tribal mask revealed.
And that's it. That wasn't too bad.
Heroic challenge complete. Excellent job.
Sweet. And we got 3 extra armor.
Way to go! You just aced one tough heroic challenge. Now, not only will you get some extra power, but also my own personal thumbs up.
Thanks, Cali. So the next one we're going to be... the next rogue challenge we're going to do is Hexes. And Hex is also a Skylander that I didn't think much of at first, but I've grown a massive appreciation for over time.
Dark side.
Alright, let's do this. So... it will be the 3 teleporters. Find the correct path to get a golden spork.
You've got to find the buttons to lower the gates that guard the magical golden spork. Easy, right? The only problem is you'll have to hit them in the right order, and quickly.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's get a move on. So this challenge is pretty interesting just because you have 3 different teleporters, and even though it does reuse the same map from like fight, teleport, fight, and everything, I mean, I like this map for the rogue challenges. Alright, let's do this. So we're gonna go through the right path first. And we're just gonna do our best to shred everything. So Hex has her normal like dark magic attacks. I did not mean to make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference there, but oh well. And she has her like little skull attacks that, while they do slow her down a little bit, they're still solid. I also realize there's probably some scrapped enemies in these levels as well, since those are their like...
Lower the gate.
Oh, there we go. That's 1 gate lowered. Okay, so I did go the right path. Nice. So now let's go through this teleporter up here. And go down here. There, very good. So now we can press this button over... Oh, gosh dang it.
Lower the gate.
Yeah, Hex also has her nice little magic barricade that she can summon as well, which can be really helpful if you want to use a skull attack. But also, I'm going to see... Also, one of her upgrade paths allows these skulls to actually have a hitbox as well. And yeah, these things will just home onto anything that's still living. It's very fun to use. It's very fun to use. And it's also nice knowing that that Hex also has a ability that forces enemies back and gives her some much necessary cover. Some very necessary cover, which I really like this ability, and it even lowers itself. It's very nice.
Golden spork revealed.
Okay, so now we can go... Okay, we need to find the teleporter again. Thank you, Barricade, for lowering. Alright, so now is... Nope, not over here, so it's definitely back here somewhere. Yep, there you are. And now we can go grab the golden spork. Jeff Mungdahl would be proud.
Excellent job.
Alright, and we should be getting some extra armor, right? Yep, 3 armor.
You did it! I've seen plenty of heroes go down in this challenge, but you really hung in there and nailed it. I'm impressed. And I don't say that often.
Alright, so on to the next challenge, which will be with... Dino Ring! Everyone's favorite Australian... Is it crocodile or alligator? I don't know what he is. He's definitely a dinosaur. So anyway, Which is funny knowing that crocodiles and like alligators are technically the only like living dinosaurs because they were alive in that era. It's weird. Anyway, we have to do the challenge: stop sheep thieves. Rescue 6 sheep from thieves inside the mine.
Those crazy thieves are at it again. This time, they're stealing sheep. Catch them all and rescue the sheep. Maybe using the push blocks will help. Good luck.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so Dino-Rang. Oh boy. Okay, so Dino-Rang attacks with his boomerangs, which home onto enemies and do alright damage.
Rescued.
They don't do anything like insane or anything like that, but they're fine. It's a good enough attack. And okay, the other guy's up there, so we're gonna have to run all the way over here. And I will say this though, Dino-Rang has one of the faster walking speeds for the Skylanders. Which that is very much appreciated. Wow, that one guy didn't stand a chance. Jeez. Also, I kind of do wish we got to see like the suit of armor, like the guys in the suits of armor and everything in the main levels. That would have been nice. Because they actually have a pretty cool designs. But anyway, let's go over here, and we should have to deal with another one of the okay, no, he's not over here. So where is he? Okay, he's over here. Hey, buddy! Prepare to go down via boomerang. Because you just can't run for the life of you. Good lord. Alright, so now we're done with that. We can go all the way down here. But yeah, Dino-Rang also has, like, some pretty interesting attacks to him. Like, I don't know why those are just, like, where you can bring in rock craters. And you can just have his boomerangs just go around him, and they do more damage that way. So, yeah, all in all, he's very solid. And I believe his boomerangs can also grab food if necessary, which... that's a kind of like niche ability, but I wish I could have demonstrated it there, but oh well. Accidentally picked it up. Alright, let's get rid of the squid beard right there. Use Dino-Rang's attacks to get through here. Okay, there's the last one. So this one should be pretty simple. Got him.
Excellent job.
I believe they nuked the dude. Oh my lord. Alright, got 3 extra armor.
You did it! I've seen plenty of heroes go down in this challenge, but you really hung in there and nailed it. I'm impressed. And I don't say that often.
Alright, so everyone, that is where we're going to call it for this episode of Skylander Spyro's Adventure. Next time, we'll be doing the next 8 Skylanders on our list. So I'll see you all then, guys. Bye!